What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio Shout and stepping in the building. I got a new artist that's tearing up the streets right now as we speak. Got plenty of motion. I'm talking about Will Hill. What's good with it, boss?
What's going on? What's going on?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, Will, this no wasted motion. It's going crazy out here in these streets.
Yeah.
I had a chance to marinate on some of these tracks on this thing, man. And you're doing your thing, sir.
Appreciate it.
Break down the creative process behind this thing and what was it that you wanted your audience to take from it, though?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. The process started out a little different. It was supposed to be a whole different album. But what ended up happening was I ended up changing the name, basically, just to kind of represent this in life. You only got one life. You know what I'm saying? So you can't waste no energy, no effort. You can't waste no emotions. You know what I'm saying? So gotta keep it streamlined, keep straight on the path. Had that tunnel vision.
With that being said, you shot a lot of motion pictures as well for this thing, man.
Yeah.
Talk about those visuals, because all of those was hard.
Man, appreciate it. Really focusing on branding. You know what I'm saying? I'm huge on branding and marketing. So the biggest thing for me is really just trying to make sure that we showing people the lifestyle. Because it's lifestyle music. So we want to show people, you know what I'm saying, like how we live, what we do on a day-to-day basis, and just kind of like show that
exactly
in every way possible.
One of the ones that I was marinating on before you came in here was with Money Making Neek, that Will Man. First of all, that song was hard as hell. I enjoyed that visual as well too. It was the sound that got me though, Will, because it was like, okay, you're doing your own thing.
Yeah.
In the midst of everybody having to say, okay, I'm gonna go and be in this genre, I'm gonna be in that genre, I'm gonna do trap, I'm gonna do drill, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
You doing your own, you doing hip hop in this thing, Will.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your sound and what it is that makes you stand out from the rest of the crowd out here, man.
I think it's my ability to be diverse in music. You know what I'm saying? I can go and do a song with Money Making Neek and it be real hip hop and like boom bap, but I can go and give you a song like What's Up on No Wasted Motion that's more like damn near a dance record.
That's
make
right.
you want to move and kind of like be in a groove. That's more like a Jay-Z change clothes.
Exactly.
You know? So I want to show people that I'm multifaceted. I don't want to just be like in one lane.
Damn right. With that being said, you're allowing yourself to be an artist in this thing, Will. When you're going into this studio and cranking out these hits, how do you go about that? And then also, how important is it for you to be able to express yourself and be creative versus saying, okay, I want to sound like this, or this is what they looking for, this is what I'm trying to give them?
Yeah. Man, I come from a diverse background. So my mom, I listen to like Earth, Wind, and Fire, Sade,
Come on now, I ain't mad at
Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm with you.
The Spinners.
Yeah.
It go way back on my mom's
Exactly.
side. My dad plays the drums, so for me, it's like I wanna have different dynamics. I don't want to just be a one-trick pony. I wanna show what I'm capable of. So when I sit down and make music, I try and think, what would I want to hear?
Exactly.
What made me enjoy music, and I try and take that and incorporate that into all my songs. I just sit in front of the microphone and just kind of go at it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, where you from with it though, Will?
I'm from here.
Okay,
from Atlanta.
No, you're from Buckhead with love. Break it down to me.
Man, so I was born in Chicago,
Okay.
but we moved down here when I was 6 months old.
Okay.
So I've been here.
So you did the reverse Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. The Ludacris.
The Luda,
If you
I'm
will,
with you.
know what I'm
I'm with
saying?
you. I'm with you.
So when we moved down here, we moved to Smyrna.
Yeah.
Moved around a little bit. I think after that it was Jonesboro.
Yeah.
Then after that, what was after Jonesboro? Back to Smyrna.
Yeah.
I went to high school in Marietta.
Okay.
Middle school and College Park.
Okay then.
Played basketball in Adamsville. So I've been around
Right
the city.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about just coming up in the A-Town, man, and seeing all of these sounds coming out of the city. Who were the artists that inspired you and made you say, I want to get into this game and crank this bitch up too?
First and foremost, Outkast.
Come on now.
The first song I ever remember was Elevators. You know what I'm saying? That's the first song I ever remember. So Outkast, Luda, he went crazy. And that's like childhood, but then getting older, just kind of seeing like the different dynamics. It's fire seeing like Migos and Thug and Future. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fire seeing like what they do with the city. But it's even more fire now because it's like it's a renaissance going on in the city. Like you got Jid, you got Earth Gang, you got you got Suave, but it's a lot of other people that's like just in their own lanes, and I think that's fire.
Talk to me about carving your own lane in this thing, though, too, man. Because in the city, that could be cliquish, and then you could go to DJs and they're expecting a certain sound. Mm-hmm. What is it like with you trying to, mount your flag down here in the grind?
Man, it come with just being yourself and being comfortable with who you are. Mm-hmm. That's it. I done tried to make other sounds, and you just start to see damn, this really ain't me.
Yeah.
Could I live with myself if I just did this?
Yeah.
So I just got to a point where I was like, man, let me be myself.
Exactly.
That's all it takes in life. You just gotta be yourself for real.
And enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, you ain't got to prepare to be yourself. You can just show up.
Yeah, you just
wake up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I mean, so far being in this rap game, though, what is it that you're enjoying the most about everything so far?
The interactions that I get from people.
Yeah.
The feedback, the people that really, really love the music and just want to share it, support it, and they resonate with it. I love it. That's probably the best part of it.
I mean, break down from Buckhead with Love, man.
Man, that's just a pivotal point. So me and Hollywood Cole worked closely.
Okay.
And so we had done 3 projects before we did From Buckhead with Love. Mm-hmm. And those 3 projects, Atlantafornia, Hollywood Hill, and Bring the Bottles In, we did those. Mm-hmm. And so after that, Cole was like, all right, so look, man, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of separate a little bit. I want to see what you could do with other producers. You know what I'm saying? So I took that time to just kind of showcase what I was capable of outside of Hollywood Cole.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love the project. It showed, it showed who I was outside of Hollywood Cole, but in a new era.
Exactly.
But, I think that was just the opening of what I got to offer. I've definitely showed and will continue to show I got a lot to offer.
I'm with you with that. Yeah. Now, when it comes to shooting those visuals, though, man, because, I mean, I've been looking at these things. You got a bunch of them. I mean, what is it like, coming up with these visuals, the treatments for them, and all of that stuff?
Man, it's very, very meticulous. I have a team around me, so it's I cook up with my boy Scoon is my business partner, my manager, you know what I'm saying? But aside from that, I got a guy named Tyler Thomas.
Okay.
On Instagram, it's Tyler the Thomas. I mean, Thomas the Tyler, my bad. But we sit and we go back and forth, and we'll send reference points. We'll go on Pinterest, we'll find reference pictures that we want to go through, and we'll just figure out what sticks the most and what are we trying to convey. And that's really how it goes, man. We just cooking up.
Nah, I feel that.
Getting out there in the streets and just shooting on film.
But see, you also got an OG that walked you in this thing, man.
Sir.
I mean, Al Branch. When it comes to getting game from that guy right there, man, what kind of knowledge is he laying on you?
Man, it's the relationship with Al is so dope because it's like a bigger brother. It don't feel like a mentor that's speaking down on you.
Yeah.
It feel like, you know what I'm saying, just somebody that you. It feel like I've known Al for forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he allows my creative process to be as it is, and he's like, we're gonna help amplify that. So it works because it's a good relationship to have. It don't feel like
forced.
Yeah, it don't feel forced at all.
Okay, with your career though, Will, where are you trying to take this thing?
Man, I'm trying to take it as far as it could go.
Come on now.
I just want to be. I want to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get to a point where I feel like I'm sacrificing who I am or compromising myself.
Yeah.
But I do want to show people what's possible. You know what I'm saying? I want to just take it as far as it could go.
I'm with that. Now, I mean, when we're talking about no wasted motion in this thing, what is it that you want your fans to take away from this thing? And what are some of the main bangers in there that people need to be looking out for?
Man, I just want people to take away from this, man, anything you want to do is possible. For real. You just have to be efficient. You can't waste no motion. You have to get out here. You got to form relationships, and you have to maintain the relationships. And aside from that, man, I think the bangers, I've had people say Dreams and Goals is probably one of their hardest, most tracks that they fuck with.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's because it's like an underdog story.
Break that down, man, because I mean, you got dreams and nightmares, but then you got dreams and goals in this thing, man. What's happening?
Man, with dreams and goals, it's like, man, we all got dreams. We all got goals that we trying to attain.
Yeah.
And with that, you just gotta stay focused.
Yeah.
You gotta be laser focused. You gotta be locked in for real. So that's the only way it's gonna happen.
Okay, now, Will, with that being said, when it comes to dreams and goals, what are some of the dreams and goals that you've been able to see coming to fruition thus far in this game, man?
Yeah. Man, it's a lot.
Talk to me.
to be honest with you, probably some of the biggest like dreams is like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like you have this idea where you want to be.
Yeah.
And when you put in the work for so long, you don't see it happening. You don't see it happening. Your return on investment is like so delayed that you be like, damn, man, I don't know if I keep going.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that after a while, when you keep going, you keep fighting, you keep just like inching away at it day by day, you start to see everything happen. And as you see it happen, it's like, damn, you look up and be like, yo, it's really happening right now. So like the dreams and the goals really are, it's manifestation. It's looking at, all right, what do I want? What do I want 5 years from now? What do I want 10 years from now? And then just taking that, forming a plan behind it, and then actualizing it. Once you see it happening, it's like, damn, you can't back off now. You just gotta keep going.
Exactly. I mean, when it comes to your creative process, man, and just having fun, I mean, so far, what has been your favorite thing to do in the game? And then also, when you ain't working, what you doing for it out here in these streets, man?
Man, so favorite thing to do in the game is probably perform.
Okay.
I've always felt like this natural like thing when I perform. I love getting out there in front of people and just having a good time.
Yeah.
Outside of music, I love traveling. I love kicking it with beautiful women.
Who doesn't?
You know what I'm saying? I smoke a little bit. I drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Champagne, tequila. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you,
You feel me?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So aside from that, man, just like kicking it. I'll say the only other thing aside from those things, probably like just fashion. Like I like getting into different pieces. I don't like, me personally, I don't like doing what everybody else doing.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest thing. I want to carve my own lane like we was talking about earlier.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying?
facts. When it comes to performing though, what are the songs that get the crowd going wild every time in this thing, Will?
Live from the Cockpit goes crazy every time. Me and Hollywood Cole, that's like the intro to Bring the Bottles In.
Yeah.
That one just, the way it come on, it's like and the bass line just go crazy. So that's probably one of my favorite joints to perform. I think one of the favorite joints that I'm gonna perform off of No Wasted Motion might be Okay Pull Up. It's just so much energy on there. You know what I'm saying? Aside from that, maybe like In Vogue.
Break down that In Vogue now. Come on with it.
My mom from Inglewood, California. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? That just feel like this, you know? So like that's one of those things, like when I get out there on stage, it just feel like a vibe. It make you want to move. That's all I want to do when I get out there. I just want to exchange energies and have fun with folks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, being in Atlanta, being able to do this stuff, man. I mean, what has it been like just in the city, grabbing that audience and then taking it from Marietta all the way back down to the South Side and everything in between? Yeah. What has it been like tackling these streets here, man?
Man, I love it. I went to Georgia State.
Okay,
so being right up the street, man, I formed so many relationships just with folks from state, from the AUC, just all over. And the relationships that I built allowed me to kind of like move in Atlanta without sacrificing myself. People know me for who I am, and I've never had to really change myself or sacrifice anything to appease to anybody. I'm like, I just always had my own little lane.
Now, as far as outlets of getting your music heard out here in these streets, do you feel like it's enough places in the A for you to be able to get busy at? Because I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and they were like, it's just not as many places for folks to perform and just get their stuff off like they used to. Man. Do you find that being an issue at all?
Me personally, no. I'm big on DIY.
Okay.
I always said if somebody closes the door on you, go through the window.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just always, I self-promote my shows. So like I got a show on the 21st. I don't know if this will be out by then, but April 21st, I got a show. Like me and the team contacted the venue directly.
That's right.
You know, and we formed relationships like that instead of waiting on somebody to open the door for me or something like that. I'd rather just figure it out myself.
Damn right.
And I feel like more people would have a way to outlet
be
if they
successful. How about that?
They'd be successful if they took matters into their own hands.
Okay, so now we got to talk about being a boss in this thing, though, Will. I mean, what was it that made you realize? Because see, you got a lot of artists out here that said, "Somebody pick me. I'm over here rapping my ass off. Don't you hear me? Don't you hear me, everybody?" And then you got those bosses that say, "Hey, man, book the studio time, book the venue, and I'm about to show up on their asses.
Yeah.
What was it that made you choose the latter?
My upbringing.
Okay.
My dad, when I was younger, he had his own like home theater business.
That's right.
And seeing that, it was just like, damn, that's cool. Like he ain't have to go ask nobody for nothing. He taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah.
And my older sister, she just, man, she always got a new hustle.
Come
on. You know what
I'm
saying? So like that showed me like on both sides, like my older sister, my mom's side, my dad showing me from that side.
Yeah.
It just was like, okay, I like this.
Yeah.
I also had a problem with authority. I don't like being told what to do.
Come on now. So don't go there with me.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't go there with me.
So it's like I'd rather have to answer to myself. If I fuck up on my own terms, you know?
I mean, when you say you got those issues, those authority issues, I mean, how does that motivate you to go even harder? Because I know if you know you ain't gonna be asking nobody for nothing, I know my back's against the wall. I'm ready to come out swinging.
I'm coming
How
out.
does that impact you saying, I just don't want to be told what to do. I'd rather get my grind on.
Yeah. Man, it just made me go harder. It put a chip on my shoulder, especially like if it's a situation where I feel like somebody might be able to little dog me. You know, like I don't want nobody be able to kind of like look down on me.
I know what you're talking about.
You know,
I know what you're talking about.
It's a fuel to my fire. It's like, no, I wanna be able to get to a position where I got enough leverage. I could go into any room and be able to conduct my business how I want to.
Okay, understanding that you got to be a boss in this thing, though, Will. What is it like maneuvering through, social media and all of the digital distributions and stuff like that in this day and age where you don't necessarily even need majors to tap you on your shoulder? As long as you're making noise, you're going to be making noise,
It's difficult, but it's doable. And the reason I say that is because, like, I'm 30 now. I came up in the era of watching Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, Wale, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying, the 2011 era when it was mostly blogs and Dat Piff and live mixtapes. And so promotion back then looked a whole lot different than it does today. So it's like it was an adjustment period trying to see like, all right, how do I approach this now?
Yeah.
And it's difficult, but like I said, it's doable because with any boss, it's just an adjustment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to pivot. All right, so if the power ain't in the blogs no more, then it's mostly in the podcasters' hands or, you know what I'm saying, the public's hands.
Yeah.
Really, anything is simple if you understand branding and promotion, and still the biggest form of promotion is word of mouth.
Word of mouth. Okay, how do you feel being able to be creative at the same time? Not just in the booth, but then on the marketing side of things to where you can say, okay, this seems kind of cool in my head. Let me figure out how the hell to bring this into reality in this thing.
Yeah. I love it because I get to me, making music and creating all of this is magic. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking something out of thin air. Nothing's there, you know what I'm saying? And we pulling, you know what I'm saying, God down, energy down, and being able to use that as a vessel to then give it to people. Yeah. And that, to me, that's like one of the best things ever, man.
Exactly.
I can't ask for none more.
Okay, now lastly, Will, what is it that you want your fans to know? And is there anything that you want to tell these folks before you slide, boss?
Yeah. Man, keep at it. Keep at it. If you got a dream, I say this. Keep at it, but form a plan. Yeah. A fool with a plan beat a genius without one. I said that before. I'll say it again. Like, if you have a plan and you put the steps in motion in order to execute that plan with the goal in mind, you gonna succeed every time.
Exactly. Also, I want to ask you too, when it came to staying down with your movement, what was it that you do what is it that you do to overcome any obstacles that you see? Because a lot of folks, they like to hit them obstacles and pass out. Yeah. What is it that keep you trucking in this thing, man?
I got a good support system. Okay. I got a good family. I got a good set of friends that keep me grounded. You know what I'm saying? People that really just kind of are in my corner and say like, hey man, you right here. Exactly. You right here. Don't let up. You know what I'm saying? So the people around me probably are the biggest thing that's like in my corner.
I feel you. And also I want to ask you, how do you feel about the rap game in general then too as well? From the Atlanta scene to the nationwide scene.
I love it.
And then also, do you feel like it's gonna last another 50 years the way we're going with shit getting crazy out here in these streets?
I love it because it's so much competition that's steel sharpens steel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna be good at it, you gotta continue to figure out how you're gonna be better than everybody else. Mm-hmm. So that's why I love it. I think if it is going to last another 50 years, there needs to be systems in place to make sure that everybody is like able to be in their own lane. It need to be gatekeepers again. Al says this all the time. It needs to be curators and gatekeepers to kind of make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like everybody not just
don't make it, Al, really?
Well, no. You know, not don't make it, but just to make sure that people like there's a direction to go in. You know what I'm saying? You don't want everybody out here just willy-nilly. Yeah. You want people that have the game in mind more than just profits. You know what I'm saying? It's more so about the culture because we all trying to leave a legacy rather than just go out here and make a little quick dollar. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you 1,000%. How can these folks contact you though, Will?
Man, at Real Will Hill on everything.
Already, man. I can dig it. Will,
yes, sir.
Appreciate you coming through this thing, boss.
Appreciate
Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Be High Radio, shout it. Will Hill. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.